What up, everybody? I'm sitting here chilling with my PC Engine right here. My PC Engine Duo R, which took me forever to get. The first PC Engine they sent me was a big piece of crap. It played the turbo chips fine, but the CD part wouldn't recognize any of the CDs. Yeah, if you're ever going to invest in a PC Engine Duo or PC Engine in general, highly suggest the R. I guess the first models broke down all the time. They had bad capacitors. There's actually YouTube videos to show you how to fix the bad capacitors. But I didn't want to go that far. That's too much work for me. Maybe I will with this one years down the line if the capacitors ever go bad. Anyway, I'm here to talk about a game called High Leg Fantasy. Most people haven't heard of it. It's an unlicensed video game. It was made by Games Express. I guess they're known for hacking, I believe. Anyway, to sum up this game, it's very simple. It's Final Fantasy with naked chicks. Yeah, they made an adult-themed Final Fantasy game, but the draw to it is that the chicks you fight, because they're all chicks, the chicks you fight, they get naked or something. I guess you rape them or something, I don't know. Their clothes come off, they look embarrassed. Yeah, I think they probably raped them. So, let's take a look at High Leg Fantasy. Oh yeah, and if you look, it kind of even looks like the Final Fantasy logo. They took the Final Fantasy V engine to make this game. So, yeah, purely Final Fantasy with naked chicks. Let's take a look. Yeah, make sure you use the Games Express card. Don't leave home without it. If there's one thing they didn't copy from Final Fantasy, it's the music. The music is awful. I mean, it's not that bad. Like, some of it is, okay. But, I don't know, it's just not something I want to listen to over and over and over again. I'm really surprised. And yeah, get used to hearing this battle theme a lot. However, the battle scenes are actually the most interesting part of the game. I'm at like almost level 30 right now. And yeah, I still get excited when a battle scene comes up. I can't wait to go to the next island just to see the next battle scene. Why, you may ask? Well, after you win the battle, my pervert self can't wait to see what last pose this girl makes. And a lot of times, she's completely naked. But God, this is about the only appeal in this game. Like, you go through like a town. This is how I beat the game. I go to a town, which looks very bland, by the way, but somehow I kind of figure the order that they're going to put the inn and the equipment place. Yes, you have to go into the equipment place and get your equipment. However, your equipment's in Japanese, but thankfully the numbers are English and easy to read. So I usually go by the most expensive thing, and I just kind of like calculate in my head what might be the armor and what might. I know it's kind of hard for everyone else to try this, but considering this is a rare game and it's expensive, I doubt any of you will ever play this. I'm surprised not many people ever heard of this game. Well, I'm getting off track here. You know what? I was talking about this whole like equipment thing and everything, and I was going to tell you just how I get through this. Yeah, more on that in a minute. Hang on a second. But anyway, so yeah, so you buy the equipment. Make sure you rest at the inn. Oh yeah. And when you start out this game, make sure you rest at the end. Otherwise, you have 10 hit points and they'll kill you before you get a chance to attack. Anyway, so make sure you buy your equipment. You buy your equipment by grinding. So basically, you gotta fight outside. And at the beginning of the game, you just hope that you can actually win the fight because they kick your ass at the beginning of the game. Oh my God. But seriously, hang on tight, because once you get that equipment, and if you can actually survive those first few fights, once you get your guys equipped, it's pretty much over. Like, you just waste on these guys. Like, seriously, I have no worries whatsoever as I'm walking out there. I just walk freely out there, fight a few battles. Sometimes I'm a little bit far away from the town, but I'm just like, I don't really care. One more battle, I'm not gonna lose it. I know I'm not gonna lose it because they're my bitch, and that's exactly what they are. They're a bunch of bitches. So As I'm beating these bitches, I go into the next town. I talk to a bunch of people. The white houses to me look like the houses that just might be the clue on finding who it is. Sometimes it isn't. It's all in Japanese, so I have no idea what they're saying. I could unlock something, I could not. I have no clue. All I know is I need to talk to these people, and they'll probably find me where I'm supposed to go, in this generic looking town. So anyway, as I'm going through here, I'm talking to people, and they usually don't tell me shit. Like, there's this king, you talk to him, but like, he goes into a long speech, but it's like the same thing every time. So I'm like, okay. So I get out of there, and I go to the cave that's like right up ahead. Usually there's a cave by like everywhere you're supposed to go. They're very obvious, they're not hard to find, and everyone's very easy, so you won't have a problem getting there as long as you got like the latest equipment from the towns. So you get to the cave, and you think that the cave would be rather hard. It's only slightly hard, but they usually throw 1 or 2 enemies in there that are really fucking easy, and you can really level up. That's another thing, you can really level up in this game and get a lot of gold pieces really easily. You only fight like one person who gets naked in front of you. God, I'm a perv. So anyway, you usually have to fight a boss or whatever, like someone who's just really hard and tries to kick your ass. Then, after that, someone introduces you to a crystal. Yes, this game has crystals, and there's probably about 4 of them, because it's copying off of Final Fantasy. So after that, they make you go back out of the cave, which usually I'm low on health, but I still make it out anyway. And then get to the town, rest at the inn, and that's it. You go to another piece of land, and it's the same thing every time. And usually they'll throw a cutscene or 2 in there. But that's the game. Naked chicks. Naked Final Fantasy. That is the game. So yeah, that was High Life Fantasy. I didn't get very far in it, but I think I went through enough. I might make a part 2 to this video. That's only if anyone's really interested. Otherwise, I'll just make it a standalone video. So, yeah, it was High Life Fantasy. Highlight? Am I saying highlight? High Leg Fantasy. Yeah, it's hard to say really fast too. Like every time I say it fast, it comes off with highlight. This High Leg Fantasy. Happy Easter, everyone.